Mother of God. What is up everyone, Movie back again with another video, and today is going to be something a little bit different. I've never actually tried this on the channel before, but I'm going to be doing episodic thoughts every Sunday on the TV series of Line of Duty. Now series 6 has just started here in the UK. I know it's a very popular show and I'm a big fan of it. So I thought it might be fun to make these videos and maybe people would like to see them. I don't know, let's just see how it goes anyway. I do apologise if I mess up some names here and get some things slightly wrong, because I'm going to be trying to do this all in one take. I don't usually do that with reviews or whatever, but I'm just going to give my quick fire thoughts. This is kind of like a instant match reaction that fan channels do, but it's a TV series reaction if you like. So let's just get into it. So I know there's been some great openings in these Line of Duty series, especially last season when Stephen Graham's gang ambushed the police convoy. I thought that was a great opening, 10 minutes there. Now we do get a good opening scene here. It's not quite on that level, but basically these police officers are on their way to arrest a suspect, and this suspect, they've got some intel on him. Basically murdered a journalist, an investigative journalist. Now we don't know what she was investigating or anything like that, unless I missed it, but I feel like she's going to be digging deep into some crime, which we probably will find out later in the later episodes as the series goes on. But Joe Davidson leading this team onto the arrest, and she's played by Kelly MacDonald. She was probably the biggest character in this first episode. Sees something at the corner of her eye, and it's a getaway car outside a betting store, or a betting office if you like. And she just sees it within a split second, so it delays, them going to arrest this suspect because they have to deal with that. And of course there was some young guys, or young kids if you like, robbing this store basically. So that holds up everything, but what I thought about that straight away is she's seen that within a split second, and she was very lucky to see it. But I didn't think too much of it, I just carried on watching the episode. We also find out that the suspect they arrest is a young man called Terry Boyle, I think his name was, and he has learning difficulties and stuff. And something's not quite matching up because they don't think he was capable of this crime. And he sort of said his name was someone else, the suspect, and then changed his mind because he was sort of pressured into saying that when they find out in the interviews and stuff. But I'll get back to that in a minute. We do then cut to Steve Arnold. He's in AC-12 still, but it looks like he's getting really fed up and wants a new challenge there. Vicky McClure's character, Kate, has already moved on from the last series, as we know. So she's in Joe Davidson's little team there. So it was just, I think they're trying to give a little bit of story to Steve Arnott and trying to move his character on with the times. He's going home and taking all these tablets and stuff. I don't quite know what the tablets were for. I did search them on the internet, but nothing really come up. I don't know if it's like a fake name or something that they'll just put in the episode. So we find out a little bit there what Steve Arnott's up to, and then basically it was mostly down to Joe Davidson and Kate's character, basically just trying to find out what's happening with this suspect who's murdered this investigative journalist. And AC-12 decide to start looking into this because it just seemed too much of a coincidence that these young men are robbing this betting office on the way that this convoy is going to arrest these suspects. It just seems to be out in the open there. But something wasn't quite hitting home with Steve Arnott like it was with myself, the way she just seen that on the corner of her eye and stopped the whole process. So they're going to start to investigate Davidson. And this was more of an episode that basically just threw up a lot of questions and didn't really give any answers. It's just setting up lots of different streets there and going to try and give us answers as the show goes along. It doesn't really, it didn't really give anything away. It was just, there's one story that might happen, here's something else that might happen, and here's something else we're going to uncover. It was just one of them episodes that didn't blow me away or anything like that. It was more a setup basically. So one thing I did notice is that Kate just really did seem to be up Joe Davidson's arse there. Have a little jokes with her here and there, but we do later on find that they are in a little bit of a relationship because Steve Arnott has got like a bit of an informant there in, I think her name was, what was her name? Farida. Now, one thing that struck me really was Farida says to Steve Arnott that Joe Davidson has had a witness killed, or someone who could help identify this Terry Boyle character. And I was just thinking, well, this Joe Davidson is a bit of a naughty character in the backstages there, and maybe she is up to something. But then we find out that Farida was in a relationship with her, and it kind of sounds like Farida is the crazy one, because she's cutting her clothes up and stuff like that. So yeah, there's two sides to every story, isn't there? And now we also found out that there's another suspect called Carl Banks who might be involved because his fingerprints are all over, this flat where they arrested Terry Boyle. So that was kind of it. I mean, it's a good setup episode. It was nothing more than that. The opening scene was about the best you're gonna get, but this was more story driven. I mean, it wasn't explosive or anything like that, but you can always expect hard hitting moments from Line of Duty, and I'm sure we'll get them down the line. So yeah, this is just my little episode reaction. I did enjoy it. It was okay, but I'm interested to see where it's gonna go. And this Carl Banks character sounds very, very dangerous. Hopefully we'll get to see more of him and what he's up to. And they are looking at him as the main suspect of killing this, this reporter, basically. So yeah, nothing too exciting, but I just thought I'd come on here, give my little thoughts on it and stuff like that. And yeah, there you go. I hope this was an okay little reaction. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to bring into the next one next Sunday when I give my thoughts on episode 2. Thanks so much, everyone. See you later.